Let me introduce Mrs. Barbara Lewis. As the Vice President of the Dunbar Coalition, Mrs. Lewis has spent years working to uplift Tucson's Black community and preserve the history of the Dunbar School, which is her alma mater and the city's only school for Black students before desegregation in 1951. Giving her a platform to share her stories of Tucson's rich Black history is truly an honor. I'll let her take it away.
I am an alumni of the only segregated school in Tucson, Arizona, the Dunbar School. I attended it from 1942 to 1950. That was the year before desegregation. Before Arizona was a state, there were no segregated schools. But when Arizona became a state, it was mandated that the African American kids be separated from the other kids. In 1918, that's when our first school was built on this campus. We had a principal that had been recommended by Booker T. Washington. His name was Cicero Simmons, and he was our first principal, teacher, janitor for the Dunbar School. It was some of the happiest years of my life, being in that school, because I felt wanted and supported. We were like a community. We didn't have a lot of things. We were deprived of a lot of things, but we did have each other. We had that love, we had that support. I can't say that I felt disadvantaged. Our teachers, our principal, they taught us history. Anytime any African American person of note came to Tucson, they made sure they dragged them to the school. Langston Hughes, he came, and we had no swamp coolers, and he came, and one of the kids fainted in the hallway while listening to him talk under our arch. So he pitched a fit, and he wouldn't let it go, and he talked to our school board, and he just hounded them. And I think like 6 months later, we had swamp coolers. We had Marian Anderson, who's a famous contralto opera singer, and she talked to us about looking up and picking a star and reaching that star. Everybody that came told us that they supported us. They told us that we could do anything that we thought we could do. When I say we took seriously Be the Best, we felt if we didn't try to exceed to the best of our ability, we were letting down our teachers, our principals, and our families. Out of weeds come very beautiful flowers, and I can say we did that, and hopefully when we get our museum up and running, we'll show how many flowers came out of Dunbar. My hope for Arizona's future is that it will grow, it will become more and more inclusive, there will be more and more equity for all groups. I see it inching that way. I want that to continue to push forward. I think it started in that direction, and I hope it continues.